Looking at other media technologies I used, within my audience feedback process I used different media technology platforms in order to gain and collect audience feedback. One of the first ones I used was paulmaker.com, as you can see here. This site was actually free, which again was very good, and you didn't even have to sign up to it, which was something I really liked, as it was really quick for me when I was in the process. I hadn't actually used this site before, but it was very easy to find. I just typed in how to create free polls, and this one came up straight away. So basically what I did was I typed my question here in the top box, whichever one I wanted to do, and then it let me generate all my answers down here, and I could even add an extra answer if the ones available wasn't enough. After I was happy with it, I could click create poll here, which then brought up the example of it here, which allowed me to change the theme of the colours, and again it just showed you what your poll would look like, so if there's a mistake I could easily have changed it before uploading it to my blog. That it just shows you how the vote button would be, and again the results would show you like this, just as an example. So this was really a really helpful thing to use. I wanted to create audience feedback online interactively as well, rather than just in person, as I felt I could generate a lot more honest and anonymous feedback from people who I may not know or may not want to give me in person. So I felt by creating a poll it was quick, easy to use, and just allowed me to create feedback in a different format. Looking at my blog, here is my one I created. Again, this is about my magazine advert, and as you can see I created various answers for it. The reason for this was because I wanted like a definite answer for why they'd chosen that one. I wanted it to be quite specific to my question so I could gain as much benefit from the questions I've asked. And as you can see further down, the more negative questions are a little bit more in depth, as I wanted to know the exact reason why they was choosing this option. So when it came to looking back at the results, I had a more definite and better answer and understanding of why they'd chosen that. So looking at my results quickly, as you can see, overall they are very, very good, which was very pleasing to see during this process. Gave me a lot of confidence that my target audience liked my magazine advert. Again, it just collected and collated all the results into this little bar chart, which was really helpful for me. It made analysing and looking at the results much easier, as it stands out a lot with the colours, and again for a more accurate view there's percentages out of everyone who voted here. And also I feel like it looks very nice on my blog. It takes up little space, and there's a lot of feedback within it, and a lot of helpful feedback within it, and it's just a really helpful way of collecting feedback interactively, which doesn't take the people a lot of time to do, so they won't get bored doing it. It's just a simple click of a button, which will really benefit me in my work. So alongside Pollmaker, I also used SurveyMonkey. This site I hadn't used previously before either, and again I really liked it once using it. This allowed me to create a survey online interactively again, slightly different to the poll, but not much. So again, this is my results on the actual site, because I actually had to make a login here. And again, it put it into a bit more of a technical bar chart and just showed me exactly the results from my survey. So it was quite easy to use, a little bit harder than Pollmaker, but again I felt like it would give me more beneficial results, so I decided to make the survey too. Looking at my blog, again here is what I posted. I just snapshotted the bar chart and uploaded that to my blog, as I felt that would give people a really good view of the results. And here is the actual survey I created. This was more aimed at my Digipack, and it allows me to create various answers for my people or the audience to choose. Again, I'll focus this more directly on my Digipack, as I wanted to change up the questions because the poll was based on the music advert. As media technologies do is very helpful to me, they allowed me to create platforms for people to give me audience feedback on my blog. I also emailed them out as well, because there was available links to do that, which was really efficient and good. So I really enjoyed using these media technologies as a part of my process.